allow me to go to Pooja. All right, the fact is, Pooja, Akshata gave an example of Netherlands. Let me give you examples which are internal. I'll give you the example of Dehradun. I'll give you the example of Ranikhet had a rabies problem, had a rabies breakout. Dehradun, Lucknow, Bombay, all of them had a dog menace problem. Over 5 years, they were able to contain it because they had the BMC, where Bombay was concerned, they actually put their money where their mouth was, which is in sterilization and the ABC program. It's known to have happened in our own country. We don't need to look at any other country to do so. This is the way forward.
Preeti, you're giving other examples. I'll give you my own examples. I have got rabies shots done and an immunoglobulin because I was attacked by a pack of dogs. Not in Delhi NCR, a few years ago. And I can tell you, I could not have saved myself. I'm an adult human. Had it not been a friend who pulled me out of that, I would have most likely been killed. I was not just bitten, I was attacked by that pack of dogs, again at night. Now, it was an exhaustive schedule to keep track of my rabies shots, then the booster dose, and I was paranoid. I think it happened over 2 months.
I know, I've had one.
Yes.
But I have been bitten by a cat, which strangely nobody has been.
I was so paranoid. It has led to a certain fear. I think, more comfortable earlier with dogs. Now, even in my society, because they are dog lovers, they feed them, we've all cooperated with it. But there have been times when post-sunset I have to go back to my society, I have to call up a family member. It may sound weird, but a male member sometimes to say that, I'm in the parking, I've parked my car, but these pack of dogs are here. Can you just come and assist me
you have
till I reach my home?
You have trauma.
Till my home. But again, the fact is, how many of us actually can just walk out and know we will not be attacked? It is a class issue, Preeti. How many of us ask anyone? It's not just about going for a walk. People have work they come back from. You cannot walk out. And I don't know how it has happened that we've not been able to control the population so we can coexist together.
One thing, there's no doubt that dog lovers, feeders need to step down from the high moral ground that they sit on and are in complete denial what the ground realities are. That is pertinent and we need to look at that. What we need to address, Sneha, is cruelty the solution. Because that I don't think is the solution.
I think the Supreme Court really, and I said this at the very beginning also, is coming from a place of frustration. It's clear that they know that this is something that they were supposed to do. Ye nahi kiya to ab ye to karke dikhaye. So essentially the dogs are going to, I have not an iota of doubt that we are really, the condition of the infrastructure is beyond dismal as far as shelter homes are concerned, and who's going to take care of them? What about their food, the budget to maintain these shelters? Again, another big issue.
It'll just be corruption.
So who's doing it? There will be corruption.
They'll be pocketing it.
I'm not saying it is the ideal situation, but I think this is the only possible situation.
Can I give you some examples? Can I give you some examples?
Who are they going to trust?
Let me give you an example. I'll give you some examples.
You.
One, there was an incident when in Jaipur they tried to do this. They said, we'll pack up all the dogs, we'll throw them in shelters. First, of course, all the dogs died. Second, there was a plague breakout. Why? Because of rats and rat bites. If we're okay with rat bites, let's go ahead and do this. Secondly, in IIT Madras, which is where I've studied, so I know this. In IIT Madras, they said, let's take all of the dogs out of the campus, put them in shelters. These shelters, they didn't allow anyone inside. So people who were taking care of a lot of these dogs went there to check what's happening.
Okay.
Nothing. And so what did they find? That all of the dogs were dead.
Okay, last few minutes. Gaurav, why don't you come in? Anisha, you can come in again. But Gaurav, the fact is, it's not that we haven't done this before. It might have not come in as a Supreme Court order. I'll give you an example. G20. You and I both remember we covered the stories of dogs being hauled across the national capital, put in shelters. Yes. Many of them died. And that was not even a Supreme Court order.
So, because things haven't gone right in the past does not mean they cannot be set right in future.
Yes.
There's no Martian from outer space who's going to come and sort out your problem. It has to be sorted out in the society. So all these dog lovers should themselves volunteer. They should also go out with the MCD. When MCD is catching dogs, make sure it's being done in a humane way. When it is not being done in a humane way, then you pull them up that time.
But it's not their responsibility.
We pay taxes, hello.
So again, I'm not being allowed to complete my point. When everybody else speaks, I keep quiet. When I speak, everybody
I have 2 minutes before my other show starts. So 1 second. Gaurav, make your point.
So the point is, you keep an eye on the system. If the system is not functioning, you work to improve it.
After
But
they die.
lamb the system, it's so bad, nothing can be done about
Because
it.
nothing
So
has
let the rabid dog
But
be
the
on the
owners
street
cannot
is not an
follow.
argument.
But the
It's
owners-
just not an argument.
Rabid
And-
dogs cannot be on the street. Let's be very clear about
we're
that.
all saying
Whether
that, but
it's
God wants
rules,
to only
whether it's the
handpick that.
municipal corporation, whether it's the animal lovers.
And
a
let the
rabid
animal lovers
dog
also do
has
so much
rabid
more
dog
for
rights.
dogs
Pay
and not
taxes.
just in
Okay,
words.
I pay taxes. Everyone
That's
pays
it.
Not
taxes.
just in words.
It's not like,
You know,
Animal lovers
take-
and
take
animal
that abandoned
welfare
dog from a kennel,
organizations
take them
one
home.
second.
are
Okay, now
supposed
you
to be
bring
part
it.
of the
Let
No,
Lawrence
no, no.
start shooting them dead because he doesn't want strays
No,
on
no,
the
take
road.
them home.
Second,
No,
guys,
you
time
shoot them
out.
अपने घर ले जाओ.
Time out.
Shoot them dead
Okay,
now.
I just want to
अपने
end.
घर ले
I
जाओ.
just
People will start
want
shooting them
to.
dead
Yeah.
also.
Okay,
Yeah,
one
because
second.
that's what
Okay,
they want.
Because if they get bitten, Akshita,
Okay.
people will also react.
So that is
like
why-
that.
I
If they
wanna-
get bitten.
Dog
Time
lovers
up.
should take the dogs
Guys,
home.
hard
No,
cut,
you should
time
also
up.
shoot them if you don't want
Hard cut, Akshita. Time up, and we're going to leave it at the fact is also, viewers, for those of you who want to adopt little Amy, she was adorable. And if those of you who want to adopt little Amy, do write to us because she's up for adoption and she's a cutie. We're going to leave it at that. But viewers, on the larger issue, we are glad, as a society, we are glad that the Supreme Court has picked up the issue because it is a genuine problem that not just Delhi NCR is facing, but we are facing across the country. Dog menace is a problem, especially in the Delhi NCR region. But the question is this the solution? If not, then what it is? Let's try and find that solution. Let's not, try to believe that there is no problem, because there is a problem.